Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. So if you want to see how we got this full glam look, then keep watching. So first off, I'm going to start filling in her brows using a dark brown eyebrow pencil that I actually got from the beauty supply store. Majority of the products that I use are drugstore products, and this eyebrow pencil is actually $1. Okay, so now I'm about to start cleaning up underneath her brows, and I'm using Warm Honey, the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and my angled brush by e.l.f. I'm just lightly going under her eyebrows to give them a crisp look. Okay, so now I'm going in with this Wet n Wild blending brush that I got from Walgreens for 99¢, and I'm just softly blending out that concealer underneath her eyebrows. One thing I like about the brows is it's okay if you mess up because the concealer is always going to come in and do the correcting. But you just want to make sure that you're precise and careful with your hand movement. And I'm also using a light hand, and I am using my thumb to kind of pull her eyebrow up just so I could see where I need to keep blending underneath her eyebrows. So now I'm just going back in with that eyebrow brush, and I'm just doing a little bit more filling in, especially towards the front, just to see where the eyebrows need to be evened out and a little bit darker. And now I'm going to go in with some concealer to kind of prep and prime her eyelids for the eyeshadow. So using that same Wet n Wild blending brush, I'm just going to blend out the concealer that I placed on her eyelids, softly blend that out and get it ready for the eyeshadow that we're going to apply. So now I'm taking the same blending brush. This is actually a clean brush. I have like multiple, but this is the same Wet n Wild blending brush, and I went in with Rustic by Anastasia, and that's in the Soft Glam palette. I'm just taking it from the outer parts of her eye and blending it inward using windshield wiper motion, softly blending it. Now I'm going in with the color Sienna. This is also from Anastasia's Soft Glam palette. And I'm putting that a little bit inward. So not on the outer corner of her eye, but towards the middle. And I'm blending that into the soft brown, and that's just going to give it a little bit of a transition shade, so the colors kind of come together. And then I went back in with Rustic to blend Sienna out some more, so it's not too red but just soft. So this is actually my favorite part of doing eye makeup. I love doing cut creases, so I'm actually going to do a half cut crease on her, and I'm using the e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush to carve out that shape of her eye. Some of my clients, I'm able to tell where their crease is, but if I don't know, if I can't tell based off the shape of their eye, just put a little bit of concealer on the middle of their eyelid and have them look up, and that will help you figure out where their crease needs to be created. So now I'm taking this MAC brush. I'm not sure what the number is. I got this as a gift, but it's a little MAC flat brush, and I'm using it to blend out the concealer that I carved her cut crease out of. And I'm just tapping that in. Never want to swipe it, but just tap it so that you don't lose that color payoff from the concealer. And just lightly tap, tap, tap until it's all blended and not shiny or anything. So going in with that same MAC brush, I'm using Orange Soda from the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and I'm just tapping that on where I cut the crease, and that's just going to keep the pigmentation of the eyeshadow the color. Like, you don't want to lose it, so by tapping it, you're going to get that color concentrated on her eyelid, and it's like a orange, like a soft orange color that I really like. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Wet n Wild gel eyeliner in the color black or charcoal, and I'm just getting to as close to her lash line as I can and just lightly gliding that e.l.f. angle eyeliner brush along her lash line. I'm not doing a wing or anything, but I'm doing short, quick strokes to get a more precise line. So moving on to the face, now that the eyes are done, I'm going to prep her face with the Aloe and Cucumber spray by Mario Badescu, and I just sprayed that on a little cotton pad. Okay, so now I'm going in with the foundation, and I use two foundations. I use Fenty in the color 310, and I also use Maybelline Fit Me in the color 335, and I'm just blending this all over her face. So after the foundation is all blended, I'm going to start concealing under her eyes, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Warm Honey. So I'm just blending out that concealer under her eyes, the middle of her forehead, down her nose. And I'm using both sides of the sponge. The pointy side I'm using to blend underneath the eyes, but the flat side that I also blended her foundation out of, I'm using that to blend the highlighter into the foundation. So now I'm taking this foundation stick by Black Opal, and it's in the shade Hazelnut, and I'm using it as her contour color. Okay, so to set the highlight under her eyes, I'm using the Banana Baking Powder by Revolution. I actually got that from Ulta. I believe it was $7. It works just as good as the Ben Nye Banana Powder. I actually think I like this one better. And I'm just putting that directly under her eye. Not using too much product, but just enough to get that set. Going in with the Black Radiance Warm Hazelnut Pressed Powder, I'm just setting her contour and lightly dusting it over her cheeks. Okay, and to dust off that banana powder, I'm just using the e.l.f. highlighting brush. It's a very soft brush. I'm just flicking that powder off of her face. Okay, so at this point, her face is completed. I set her foundation with the Mario Badescu Cucumber and Aloe Spray, and I did her highlight with the Wet n Wild Precious Petals just to give her some glow. Now I'm working on her lips, and I'm using a dark brown lip pencil that I also got from the beauty supply store to line her lips, and I went in with the gloss by Milani, and it's called Champagne. And it's just like a soft nude lip gloss. And there you have it, this soft glam look. Please let me know down in the comments what you would like to see from this channel. Comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to thumbs up.
I know how to go and get a bag, don't I? I know how to get a bitch mad, don't I? Make my ex